Here you go, live again. I'm actually just going to put that phone out here altogether.
No, don't. That door is wide open.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
responsible for it now. Leave it there. Leave it on the table. Look, just leave it on the table.
Okay, I'll put it in here so at least it's not vibrating loudly.
I'll forget about it. Just leave it out on the table.
You won't about it because that hat's going to my head
Right,
afterwards.
fine, grand.
Put it a little bit more like that. It's good stuff. There's two people watching now. Say
One of those people are me.
say hello, Giz.
Hello, Giz. Like
Oh, the surliness is high.
it is unlocked. Jesus, fuck off.
What did he say? On the door?
They'll come back. Yeah, let's hope they don't come back in the middle of my show. Just unlock the door. A, it is unlocked. B, I've got the phone inside here with me because I'm responsible and don't want someone to fucking walk off with it.
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus fucking Christ, come on, fuck.
Live now. I went for an 8mm vibe today. Mental breakdowns shall cease, and normal viewing will commence soon. Super soon. That's great.
Fuck's sake.
Just chill, dude. Alright. We got there.
I'm not worried about getting there. I'm worried about getting there later than I want to get there. Fuck's sake, come on.
Well, it's just safe to assume that if that show is going on till 1 the whole time, it's probably going to be 1:30 before we get rolling from now on.
Honestly, I think recording this is superfluous because, to be honest, this goes out now, the show will go out tonight, and then I'm putting the podcast up on Saturdays because there's no point in me putting them up on Mondays because they're out of date.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Who you talking to me?
No, I'm talking all this shite that's in my way.
Okay. Don't we need YouTube?
We do when it's needed.
Okay.
It's not needed now.
Okay.
I'm talking to the mic.
Okay. You okay there, buddy?
Sorry, it's just
The word. There's too much rigmarole going on before the show for me to get a chance.
I'm sure Howdy is probably seen as a form of
Texas.
regional. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so kicking off this week, we had Nxt Takeover at the weekend, and we had the Royal Rumble soon afterward. And to be perfectly honest, both of them were stonking great. Takeover, especially, all of the matches were just solid, hard-hitting violence from the outset, especially with the tag team championship starting off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, every takeover, it's safe to assume that you're going to have a pretty good show to absolutely stonking show. They're not bad.
Yeah,
They're just varying levels of awesomeness.
I have to admit, I knew that the tag match was going to be hard hitting because it is War Raiders was undisputed.
Yeah.
I don't think I was prepared for every single match, including Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno, to be vicious.
Oh, Matt Riddle matches are vicious.
There was a point at one point where Cassius Ohno's foot in Riddle's mouth.
No, the other way around.
No, it was Ohno's foot in Riddle's mouth, and because a little bit later on you could see the blood coming out. Riddle is up against the ropes, and Ono's the heel of his foot just went.
Oh, yes, I thought you were talking about when Cassius Ohno bit the foot of Matt Riddle.
There was that too.
Yeah.
There was that too.
Thought I'd seen it all in wrestling. Nope.
No. Getting back to the tag championship match. For those that haven't seen it, can we spoil the result? Or?
I assume so, seeing as we report this.
Yeah. Well, I think it's clear to say that we have new tag team champions in the form of the War Raiders.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, we did. Further fueling the rumours that perhaps Undisputed are on their way up to main roster status.
Yeah, Vince has had his eye on Adam Cole since the day they landed in NXT.
Yeah.
Because Adam Cole has got that rock level promo.
Yeah, true. As I said, up next we had Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. With Matt Riddle won this one, didn't he?
Matt Riddle, yeah, he won. Yeah.
Right, sorry, brain fart there for a second. Like I said,
he won, but then Cassius Ohno beat 3 heads of
that was it.
Meg out of him
That
after the
was
match.
it. Yeah, I knew there was utter violence afterwards.
Yeah.
Next up, the women's championship match between Shayna Baszler and Bianca Belair.
Yeah, where Bianca Belair got to prove to everybody she's not underrated at all.
Yeah, great.
It was a great match.
There was a hair whip out of Belair that drew blood.
Yeah, clean cut. Like it looked like someone gave her a slice with a scalpel.
That's how you cleave the fish from bone with a whip.
Yeah.
Belair got to display why she is at the top of the game, but unfortunately just wasn't tip-toppy enough as well, thanks to Marina.
I'd imagine now, because of the Ronda Rousey revelations, it's because they're like, we're only going to have 3 horsewomen in April.
We need to kind of start moving this space along quickly.
I'm wondering, are they going to do it now, is the question.
I have a theory, and I'd like to say discussing it for when we get onto the main roster stuff in a little bit.
They're going to come in and mess up the WrestleMania match, Rousey leaves, and then Baszler takes the Rousey spot.
No.
Okay, we'll save it till we get to the main roster stuff. I'm intrigued now.
Yeah. Next up, after Shayna Baszler defeated Bianca Belair, we had the spectacular match between Ricochet and Johnny Gargano.
Ricochet.
That's what I said.
Is it the way you say it? Because ever since the first day you've talked to him, I've had Ricochet in my head.
It's probably not helped by the fact that
We're Irish.
Underground took the piss out of him that time he left, and they had in Father Rick O'Shea do the marriage between Taya Valkyrie and Johnny Mundo.
Huh.
Or the fact that before I actually ever saw the man in the ring and heard his name, I genuinely thought somebody was saying Rick O'Shea. I thought, wow, that's 2 amazing Irish athletes. Him and Finn Balor, awesome. Yes, I know I was an idiot. I know better now. Relax.
Oh, I never thought he was Irish. I was always, when you were telling me his name, I was confused as to why. I was like, why has he got an Irish name? Like, Balor looks like he's Irish. You know? Finlay looks like he's Irish.
Yes.
Hornswoggle does look like a leprechaun when he's wearing the costume.
I'm not going to comment on that, but yes.
We have to comment on it because he showed up at the feckin' Rumble.
I was going to say any small person wearing a leprechaun costume is going to look like a leprechaun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crash Holly looked Irish.
No, Crash Holly looked permanently pissed off. Wait a second.
No, you're thinking of Hardcore Holly. Crash Holly was the funny one.
Ah, yeah, you're right, actually. Good point. Anyway, getting back to the match between Gargano and Ricochet.
Oh my god, it was so good.
It was awesome. Absolutely awesome. It's just, you knew it was going to be good because you've got 2 guys that have been performing at the top of where they are for as long as they've been there.
And when Gargano came to the ring, he came out in full Johnny Badass mode.
Yeah. There's a point at one...
Iron Man costume this year?
To a degree, yes. Yeah.
Well, even the writing on the back, the Johnny Takeover writing's done the exact same as the Amazing Iron Man. What was it? The Incredible Iron Man?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Invincible.
Thank you. Yeah, the Incredible was the Hulk and Amazing was Spider-Man.
Yes.
That was it.
I liked, there was a part at one point where they've kind of gone pretty even, and Ricochet puts out his hands kind of like, which Johnny are we going to
get? They did the mandatory tit for tat opening spot to get the crowd going, where it's like, oh, I'm so much better than you, except that you're able to counteract all of the things that I'm able to do, but I'm able to counteract all of the things that you're able to do.
Yeah.
Stalemate, handshake, I think not, eat my elbow.
Apparently you're dealing with Johnny Badass.
Johnny Badass, Johnny Elbows.
Yeah, and Johnny US North American champion.
Yeah, after Johnny's Schmeggett switch got hit, and he was just like, I'm just going to drive his face into the concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he did. He drove his face into the concrete with an actual brain buster, not that fake brain buster they usually do on the outside where it looks like it's a suplex, but they just call it a brain buster.
Yeah.
No, he picked him up and he went right down, clunk.
Yeah.
And then he dragged him into the ring, and then he popped up over the top rope as he's wont to do, grabbed him by the face again, and drove it straight into the mat. Sleepy time.
Yep.
Good night.
Yep.
Championship change.
And then we had more violence.
And we had more. Yep. Then we had more violence.
Long-awaited Aleister Black versus the champion Tommaso Ciampa as they attempt to take each other's heads from their shoulders.
Yeah, hard hitting. I like the way it got super technical, super quick, and it was like within 2 minutes of the match, both of them had picked a body part that they were going for, and that was it.
Yeah, that's I honestly, that's I think how you end up.
Aleister Black came in going, I'm going to break your arm, and then Ciampa came in, he's like, I'm going to break your leg, and then they both did that.
Yeah. To be honest, I think that's the kind of wrestling that leads to good storyline stuff within a match.
Yeah, well, you see, it's like if you take the world of sports entertainment out of the ring and put it into real life, that's what you would do. You'd be like,
good.
I'm going to
hurt your arm. No, I'm going to take it out of its shoulder.
I'm going to pick a bit, and I'm going to make sure it doesn't work.
Ever.
Because then you're 25% more useless than you normally are.
Maybe more, depending on how your pain receptors deal with the fact of it.
Maybe more dependent if you're like just a kicker. Like if you're just a kicker, that's 50% of your offense gone. Nearly 100% because it's very hard to kick.
Well, I don't think that either Tommaso Ciampa or Aleister Black be defined as being just anything.
No,
but
they've got pain receptors made of concrete.
Yeah, and concrete made of concrete too.
And concrete made of concrete. And then they put some veins on that concrete in Ciampa's case.
Ciampa plants Black at one point and then gets up on a table and pats himself on the back.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's brilliant.
It's the most heel thing I've seen in ages.
Excellent. Absolutely fucking
actually
brilliant.
take a break to pat himself on the back.
Yeah.
Good job, Ciampa.
Well done, Ciampa.
Tommaso, you're doing a good job.
The promo work and everything that Ciampa's been doing, basically telling the world, I'm making this title relevant. Kids aren't going to be dreaming of their WrestleMania moment anymore. They're going to be dreaming of their takeover moment. This match right here.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Yeah,
that's what you said to me.
I said that before as well. Yeah.
But so Takeover ended with DIY standing at the top of the ramp, and then Adam Cole was out, niffed that he doesn't have a belt.
First Velveteen Dream
Velveteen
comes
Dream.
niffed that he doesn't have a belt. Then Adam Cole.
Actually, Velveteen Dream appears niffed that he didn't have a match.
Yeah, then and a belt, and then Adam Cole appears miffed that Velveteen Dream is trying to take his first spot in the queue, and then Ricochet comes out going, if anyone's getting a shot at that bloody title, it's me, I just lost it.
And Aleister Black
the stage is just pissed in general, more so than usual, but they've always pissed, just more visibly pissed than usual, and then they all started beating the crap out of each other.
And that's how Takeover ended, except we got
That's
more
how Takeover ended, but that beating went backstage, and then several referees and some backstage managers and other people involved, and then the game came out and just went, stop it! Stop now! And then they stopped. And then they stopped. He was like, this is goddamn redonkulous. I'll tell you how we're going to sort this out. We're going to invent a TV show from the 90s that hasn't existed in ages, and we're going to put it on in the middle of the fucking American football.
Halftime Heat.
Halftime Heat, which is a very confusing advert because it's half wrestling and half American football, because American football music has no place in wrestling.
Wasn't that what Vince was trying to do with the XFL?
No, he was trying to put wrestling style women in wrestling style women's gear and then make them play American football.
Right, gotcha.
It's on paper, like, how did that ever fail? I can understand, but it turns out that they're like actually not good at playing football.
Right.
And the people that like football
didn't like the fact that they weren't good at it.
As much as boobies are awesome, they're there for the ball. The boobies are like the thing that comes out at the halftime, and they do the bombs and they do the cheering thing, and that's what they do. Not literal boobies, but I'm just put it in a kind of a playfully coy way.
Okay, moving swiftly along, I think.
Well, there's no way. I'm trying to make men being chauvinistic assholes into.
Just own it. We might as well just, look, we keep getting told that we might as well just own it at this stage.
I think we've been owning it for about 400 years, to be blatantly honest.
Longer. Catholicism was ruled for 2,000 years. was the 3004 of the Roman Empire, so, you know,
Yeah.
5,000.
Well, welcome to the last show of Kayfabe OrDie
Well, it was good.
on the radio.
It was good while it lasted.
Yeah, it was good.
Anyway, getting back to the wrestling. Following Takeover, we had the Royal Rumble. Now, we could go into detail on all the matches, but I feel that we run out of time, so it's just the most relevant ones, I think. Becky lost to Asuka.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The reason I'm bringing this up is because the great fucking storyline for the women's division. Not so much women's division, I feel, but the women's division.
I called it.
Yes, you did. We were watching it live, and Becky lost, and you just turned to me and went, well, Becky's winning the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And then later on, Becky wasn't even entered, manages to kick the crap out of, well,
But Becky... Lana was already injured, was it?
Yeah, Lana couldn't wrestle because she broke her ankle after getting kicked off the side in the Shinsuke Rusev match.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
On the pre-show.
So
on
Lana's,
the pre-show.
Lana's hobbling down to the ring. Then she's having a bit of a, oh, will I be able to do the match or not? I don't know, will I be able to do the match? And while Nia Jax appeared, if memory serves me correctly, and answered the question for her. Or was it Tina? Someone came in and smashed her while she was outside on the ramp. And then she definitely couldn't go.
Yeah, it was
Nia Jax or Tamina.
Yeah, one of them was due while she was still on her way.
Yeah. I think it was Nia Jax.
Yeah, as do I.
Yeah, so Nia Jax came down, hashtag leg breaker, broke her up.
Yes, it was now.
Yeah, hashtag leg breaker, broke her up, thus meaning that there was a spot missing in the Rumble. So Becky comes down, having a wobbler, and be like, well, you need 30 women, and I'm bloody here. She's not taking the spot, and then...
I love how it was Finley's face she was getting into. Come on, all right here.
Because he's Irish, and probably the only one that won't be like, oh my... Then
then
pauses just as he gets to the top, and I think he got one of the biggest pops of the night. It's
Yeah.
just, you... And Michael Cole had a mental breakdown.
I still, to this day, think that when that originally happened in the Greatest Royal Rumble...
He should have just stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Jerry Lawler tactic. Make it look like I meant to do that.
Yeah. Wee.
Wee.
See you at
staying
number
here.
30.
Anyway, since we started talking about the men's Royal Rumble, we might as well continue. As always, men's Royal Rumble is great fun. They started off with Jeff Jarrett and Elias in the ring, and I was kind of like, well, we understand.
I actually like this.
I was going to say, well, now we know why WWE paid for Jarrett's rehab.
They needed a guitar versus... Well, Elias is the new Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, he is.
He's like a rock and roll version of 90s country Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Well, he was always country rock.
Yeah. So we
Rock and country.
Yeah. So anyway, Jarrett gets a slap of the guitar and the Rumble kicks off.
Yeah.
Way. Some great Rumble, to be perfectly honest. It was great fun.
It was very good.
Rumble is always great fun to watch.
The end result bugged me because I'm just sick of it. The winner. Because I'm just like, you're the new Randy Orton now. It's just like, oh yeah, who will we give the fucking Rumble to? Rollins.
I think it's because
Reigns is gone. So
well, no,
they're
it's not just that. I think it might be because Ambrose is on the way out and they needed something to put Rollins up at the top.
Yeah.
And they're not ready to have Braun take on Lesnar yet. I think it's stupid that we all have to wait for Braun Strowman to take Lesnar to take the belt away from him. It's just like, yeah, okay, we get it. They're big.
Do you know who would have been a great champ? Balor.
Finn Balor.
That was a great match.
It was.
That was a great match.
Fantastic match, and he should
It
have
was
won
a great match. Oh, they did give him the glory of, I think he's been the guy who's tuned up Brock Lesnar the most in a numerous amount of years.
That is true. That bit with the table is kind of like, okay, there is hope, there is light, there is a
But
table edge to ram Brock Lesnar in.
The fact that he kept going for the stomach and Brock has that like dermatitis or whatever it was.
Yeah,
diverticulitis.
He ended up losing like a half a foot intestine or something.
Yeah, he had to get it cut out.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And I like the way that
zero
in, and it was really bugging Brock, and you could see it. And then I like the fact that he beat the crap out of Brock so bad that Brock had to mangle him after the match. That it was, I can't let this lie. He's after actually making a tit of me in front of the entire bloody Royal Rumble.
Brock smash.
And then he did, because unfortunately, sometimes wrestling can be quite realistic, and if Brock does.
Just briefly sticking with the Royal Rumble before we move on to other stuff. We did get new tag team champions and the best tag team in the world. Daniel.
I was so happy for this for some reason. Do you know, I had a wobbler about him and The Miz being the greatest wrestler in the world. But you know what? I don't know why. They've won me over the last couple of weeks.
Fair enough.
Think of how bad the crowd went when Kane won the greatest Royal Rumble thing. They were literally chanting, "You deserve it," at him at the Rumble, and Miz at the two of them.
Yeah.
I don't think Miz was a tag champion before either.
I don't know. I can't remember. I wasn't watching.
I don't remember him having
for
a
long
big
time
tag
ago.
run or anything like that.
Yeah. Anyway, AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan was a great match.
It was great.
Daniel Bryan ended up retaining thanks to his new best buddy, Rowan, coming down.
I recycle Rowan.
Yeah, recycle Rowan.
Yeah.
We'll get to
It's
that.
in his logo now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wrote it down
Yeah.
as Captain Planet and Trees recycling Rowan. the first of his Planeteers. Yeah, I think that's.
It's funny because, like, in the overall storyline of life, they're actually the faces. It's like, you're killing the planet. I need to keep the planet alive. You're killing it, but everyone's just like, screw you.
Here's what people don't seem to get, and I'm seeing my back teeth having to explain it.
Don't
We're
care.
No, we're not killing the planet because the planet is always going to survive. There's always going to be this great big lump unless we blow it up. We're wiping ourselves out, so we're probably doing the planet a favor by taking out the most virulent virus that ever infected it. Anyway, so that's what I am.
Alright.
That's pretty much wraps up the Rumble.
Yeah. Put on some music and start talking about some news because there's crazy goings on in the world of wrestling this week.
Well, we are going against what are obviously ad hoc teams destined to lose. If you're going to do this, give us established teams to put in against.
In fairness now, Tamina and Nia been banging around together for a bit.
This is my point. You knew they were going to win.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Alexa is just back after a Rumble. Mickey James, it'd be one thing if they've been tagging together consistently for a while. It's the same later on. Later on, you get Dana Brooke and Natalia, who obviously are not getting along because Dana says, I'm better than you.
Yeah, from the start.
Going in against the Riot Squad. I'm sorry, who's going to win there? It's a no-brainer.
Right.
Precisely.
No, wait. Riot Squad didn't win.
They did. Of course they won.
There was some shenanigery involved, though.
No, the only shenanigery was the fact that Dana Brooke clapped Natalia.
That was it. Yeah, sorry. I knew something.
Mistake
Yeah.
She had in the sharpshooter.
That was it. Yeah. I knew there was something.
My point is that if you're going to do these matches, give us two established teams. Don't give us an established
Or
team.
give us two people that at least looked like they could have had a conversation backstage and went, you and I would be a good team together.
Yeah, maybe.
You know.
Speaking of tag team stuff, the Revival got their shot at Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins after last week losing out. And
they got a bloody win finally.
They did.
Yes.
They did get a bloody win, despite the fact that they're probably most likely going to AEW.
FTR. Fair juice, the Revival.
Yeah, fair enough. Kurt Angle made his in-ring return against Baron Corbin, and for some strange, God's unknown fracking reason, lost.
Yeah.
Why bring him back in the ring to lose against Corbin?
I don't think he's back because look how quick he went out in the Rumble. He wasn't in the Rumble a minute. He was in the Rumble a little bit, but like
it just I don't know.
He's getting old, man. You can only roll him out so much, I suppose.
Maybe. Before we get to the last two matches, I just want to do a quick recap of some of the promo stuff because it does lead up to one of the last matches.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, you had Ronda Rousey in the ring, and she came out to talk about, potentially facing Becky Lynch. Actually, she hadn't even opened her mouth about facing Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, and the crowd started chanting Becky.
Yeah.
Ronda could not get a word in edgeways.
Because people are now aware that Ronda's looking to move on to more baby lad pastures.
Maybe. I don't know if that's even... Okay, granted, hardcore wrestling fans, we give a crap about that kind of stuff. I think the general public are just more into Becky.
The general public
Ronda.
have been... She got the Roman Reigns treat, so the general public, just unfortunately, she didn't have the same issues as Reigns because people already kind of really liked her from UFC. It wasn't like they were trying to build her up from scratch. But she's got a load of opportunities and she's got loads of stuff just handed to her this year that lots of people have worked years and years and years for. And I think a lot of the wrestling crowd that they're just miffed because it looks like it was just something she pretty much said, oh, it was on my bucket list of stuff to do and I've done it now and I want to go have kids.
Like I said, for the hardcore fans, yeah, I agree. But let's face it, the vast majority of people who watch Raw and SmackDown aren't exactly the ones that are going along.
True, but if you look at the crowd reaction, it backs up what I was saying.
Or, here's another thought, it's because she's going up against Becky Lynch.
But they were genuinely booing her. It wasn't just a case of chanting Becky, it was booze.
Yeah, I know, because now she's going up against Becky Lynch. That crowd, the Raw crowd, had Becky Lynch signs in it. Much the same way that the crowd would have been... When Ronda was in against Sasha Banks, it was an even split.
No, there was booze. There was people cheering when Sasha looked like she was going to win it.
It was an even split.
I don't think so. I was actually surprised at the Rumble. genuinely.
When I say it was an even split, I don't mean that the entire match Ronda was getting booed and the entire match Banks was getting cheered. I mean that at various times each one of them was getting their share of boos and cheers.
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying I think it was much more favoured towards Banks.
Well, in any case, I think much of the reason Ronda is getting booed out of place isn't because she's leaving, isn't because of any of her plans. It's because of who she's facing.
I think it's because she's leaving and who she's facing.
In any case, Bailey came down and thanked
To the confusion of all.
Everybody.
Especially R-Truth.
Yeah.
They give me that.
He pulled a total Tommy Dreamer. How did this happen? This wasn't supposed to happen. And then, in the midst of Shinsuke going nuts, they did something really smart. They went, you know what? Run with it. Rusev comes out, declares how...
I'd say the fact now that R-Truth is over is fucking hell as well at the moment. It didn't hurt it.
Yeah, it went a long way. Like I said, Rusev comes out, cuts a great promo about how the US Championships are better than Shinsuke and certainly deserves better than R-Truth.
Because he's mental.
Yeah, himself and Lana get in the face of Truth and Carmella.
Hashtag dance break.
There was a great part, I think I read it right. Carmella pushes Lana. The camera focuses on Lana. I think in that instant we might have had Rusev fill Truth in on what exactly was about to take place.
Yeah, you're going to fight.
And you're not going to believe what's about to happen.
Yeah, you and me are going to fight, and then from what I understand is probably going to tell you near the end of the match that you're going to pin me.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen.
So Truth wins twice in a row. Yeah. Winning.
Because basically, and what I like about R-Truth is you get these guys who like, I defend the championship, and then they'll end up with like one match every 5 weeks. R-Truth had just won the championship. Rusev came down and called out. He's like, get in the goddamn ring.
To be fair, I am a wrestling fan. I spotted the Truth winning that belt probably wasn't. I genuinely thought Rusev was going to take it, just to set the scales.
Yeah, because Rusev and Shinsuke already had a bit of a thing going the last couple of weeks as well.
Yeah, but no, they did the unexpectedly awesome in the left R-Truth with the championship. It's so much fun.
He should be the unexpected Truth now. That should be the name of it.
Yeah. We're going to have Rusev and Shinsuke tagging to face the Good Brothers, who didn't like the fact that Shinsuke came down and with Rusev kicked the smeg out of R-Truth.
And I'm sure due to the fact that half of Bullet Club have started doing their own thing that we are now going to be talking about soon enough, that they were like, we need to get them a match.
We need to get them somewhere stats.
I'm surprised Balor hasn't upped and gone as well.
Yeah.
To be honest.
There was only really, there was R-Truth and there was one other match. There was actually 2 matches over the course of SmackDown. But to be fair, the other match was really fracking good as well. 4-corner tag team elimination. And that's the key word here. Okay. Elimination match. The Usos, Heavy Machinery,
Usos, Heavy Machinery, Sheamus and Cesaro are collectively known as The Bar. And New Day, yeah. And represented by Kofi Kingston and Big E, if memory serves me correctly.
And to be fair, I thought what was great was they get Heavy Machinery.
Heavy Machinery got a great showing in this. They didn't win, but they got a bloody good showing.
Yeah, they eliminated the New Day.
They love it.
They eliminated the New Day, and then they took pretty much the Usos and the Bar teaming up and dissecting to beat them.
I liked Corey Graves as well. He was like, his caterpillar worm is a thing of disturbing beauty. Great line.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, they got all of the crazy shit that they normally do, and it was just a real entertaining.
I even didn't mind the fact that once again the Usos are looking at tag team gold.
Because I'm all about the Uso Penitentiary. Those guys are great.
See, here's
good matches, good promos. Their backstage promos are amazing. The music's awesome, and then occasionally they'll come out and have a rap battle. What's wrong with that?
Like I said, the only thing that annoys me is the fact that the tag team, it's the division as opposed to the teams that are in the division, and the fact that it's only the same ones.
We do need to start getting onto music.
I know. Promo-wise, there wasn't really
much. There was Shane and Miz came out before the 4-way match and kind of said that they were going to be defending champions and all of that, and they're going to figure out who was going to be the first guys to defend with said 4-way elimination match.
Yeah.
Styles and...
Yeah, I was going to say, SmackDown did start off with Stone Cold Becky Lynch in the ring saying how she
beating Charlotte in the mouth.
Yeah, she worked her way up from the top, and then Charlotte saying that she only got here because Charlotte allowed it to happen, and then solid punch to the face.
Yeah. Solid punch. That's what happens.
Yeah.
They don't call it a last kicker for nothing.
Yeah. The new Daniel Bryan made an appearance and came out in Raw and SmackDown. In Raw and SmackDown, just double checking. Yeah, the mic's wrong.
Oh no, there wasn't.
Okay, so all we have to do is 2 takeover shows and talk about the World's
I'd say just take over and just get into the fucking news with Ambrose leaving and everyone leaving. That's more current. And talk about Worlds Collide on Saturday. I must have been super excited about it. And also just tell people like,
yeah, alright.
I just, like,
There was one thing
you and me on the live discussion stuff, Shane was even like, I fucking, that's the best episode you've done. Or it's not just your
there is one thing I want to talk about in NXT.
What?
On the fly, Morrow managed to name a new tag team that could very well be champs.
Who?
And validated my theory about the women's tag team championship.
Oh,
The Sky Pirates!
oh yeah. Ignore that. Can we just get into the news? The Ambrose, everybody leaving things, bigger news.
I just think it's worth talking about the fact that I really think this is what they're going to be doing.
Well, it's just,
Tag team
we're going to have to
championship.
take another music break, which we won't have time for
No,
if we do
we're-
NXT. Do you know what I mean? Because we're going to finish NXT, then go into the news, and then we finish with Worlds Collide, whereas we can do the news. You could, like, mention it at the end if you want. You know, be like, I have to give Morrow fucking props for.
But it's not just, never mind, it's grand, we'll talk about it.
What? I missed it, sorry, what?
The fact they're planned, I don't just want to talk about the fact that Morrow named the tag team.
Oh, that they're
It's
planning.
proving my point about the plan for the women's tag match division.
I could see NXT getting their own tag.
I think it'd be better. See, this is what I want to put up. I want to get it out there as early as possible so we can turn around and say, we fucking told you so.
Okay, we'll say it at the end, so let's just cover the Ambrose stuff. I actually got to take this hoodie off.
I was just about to bring it back, but he didn't.
I'm just taking this hoodie off.
Okay.
The heater's just.
Right, you stood up literally as I was putting my hand up to start.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's just, yeah, sorry. I tried to stay in the Vigilante Club hoodie as long as humanly possible.
And when I have these, I can't actually hear you talking.
Oh, yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
And as you can tell, that was the theme song for our new US champion, R-Truth.
May it be a long run.
Yes! Yes!
Because he's
absolutely.
bloody entertaining.
Yes,
he's a good,
he is.
he's a great wrestler, and he's bloody entertaining.
Yeah, yes he is.
And the look on Carmella's face when she won the title
The
was
look on
short.
everyone's face.
No, but she had this adorable, I don't know what has happened, but I'm so happy for you right now, it's not even funny.
I'm gonna run it. Okay, so like we said, last week saw Takeover and saw Royal Rumble, and this week sees something that, to be perfectly honest, I'm a little bit disappointed it hasn't been talked up a bit more. They're going to be doing a Worlds Collide tournament between 205 Live, NXT, and NXT UK, and we've only, like, yeah, we know about it, but, like, this is a big thing.
But the only reason we know about it is by randomly inserted promos. Like the main, just random stuff. Like they used Dream showing up Takeover as a kind of an excuse to promote it a little bit there. He might be on the show today, but you get to see him next week on World Live. We're going to be oh God,
Like, I mean, this is something that could be really fantastic. We have, to be perfectly honest, right, if you were to look at the main roster stuff as being a certain level, we have all the guys that are willing to go that extra bit more and prove their point, all about to go against each other.
Buddy Murphy and Johnny Gargano.
Sweet mother of divine frack.
Buddy Murphy and Johnny Gargano has to happen. Velveteen Dream and
Ligero.
oh, that'd be a great match. Or Walter.
That's not a match.
Dream can handle him.
Maybe, but they haven't. While
Walter hasn't been rolled out enough
This is
to
my
do
point.
it. Yeah, no,
This is my point.
him and Ligero would have a bloody great match.
Yeah.
They're going to put Ligero. It's Ligero. They're going to have Ligero against the 205 guy. I guarantee you. Join us Saturday, 8 p.m. CST.
One of the reasons I was so hyped up when they started doing tournaments first, the Cruiserweight Classic especially, was because like, who are we going to see?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
The Mae Young Classic, even this year, is like, who extra are they going to bring in? You know?
yeah. And
This,
bloody great lineup.
yeah, the Worlds Collide tournament. I don't even know who's going to.
I don't know who's at it.
Yeah,
It's great. The only person I know who's at it 100% is Velveteen Dream. That's it.
that's it. We can theorize about everyone else. Like we
And that says a lot about Velveteen's pulling power. That they're like, the only guy we need to announce is Dream. Everyone will watch if Dream's in the match.
I think it's because of the way Dream's character has been going lately, because he's constantly like, call me up, let me do stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, they're letting Dream do stuff.
Call me up, Vince.
We should watch
Call
this.
me up, Vince.
Yeah. It's
Well, he's Paul Heyman approved. He's Triple H approved. He's Lesnar approved.
he's fan approved.
He's fan approved. Who was the other big guy? John Cena approved. John Cena
Yeah.
gave him a proper seal as that guy will be the future of NXT or
Which is
of
what-
WWE.
which-
Wrestling. Sorry, just wrestling, period.
Which is why people think that it might be Dream against Cena at WrestleMania.
I would love that. Look, Cena was the same as, or should I say, Reigns was the same as Cena, as in, they're both warrior princesses. No, Reigns, no, Cena was the first guy where people got really humpy because it was just, he's shoved down my throat the whole time. He's getting shoved down my throat the whole time.
The reason for that all goes back to Hulk Hogan, whereby
Yeah.
they use the same strategy. The difference is it's 20 decades later,
And people are more copped on. People are more aware of how everything works.
cartoony,
Yeah.
caricaturish. sort of stuff is.
Cena is a bloody good wrestler when he's in the mood to be a bloody wrestler, and he's especially good at putting people over.
I'd rather say he's a bloody good performer than wrestler.
Yes, sports entertainer. When he's in the mood to put someone over,
Yeah.
he's great.
Yeah.
And if he's in the mood to put Dream over, which I'd imagine if you're giving Dream a WrestleMania match, that's what's going to be happening.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's going to be a blinder because Cena's so big you can let Dream do bloody anything and he can take it.
The question is he flexible to go along with the bloody everything that Dream is able to do?
All he needs to do is catch and land.
I suppose.
He's got a lot of aerial offensive stuff
Yeah.
that he doesn't actually get to bust out that much because he's a heavyweight. You know, like he was very aerially driven when he had that little run with Lars. Lots of high flying stuff and the knees and the elbow
you
drops.
need to be, because you can't hit him except from above.
Yeah, or below.
Then you risk him falling on you. So
Look, well, yeah, there's
a
that.
mountain landing on your head. But yeah, as I said, it's the World's Collide tournament. I know it's going up on the WWE network from like 7 or 8 o'clock over there.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually going to be going on the entire day, and it's the last few matches, like semi-finals and finals and whatever that we get to see.
Anyway, join into it Saturday and see what's going on.
Yeah, I'd love to see the entire thing. I'd say.
Yeah, because there's more mental stuff that we need to talk about.
Yes.
Like Dean Ambrose is leaving WWE in April,
There
and
is
all of the
that.
according. So, quote unquote, we'll open with the quote from I think it was Pro Wrestling Sheets, where they said basically he was leaving in April because he hates hokey, gimmicky SH1T, hokey shit. And that's all I've done with his character since his singles run started, which no one can disagree with. I bloody have Batman. So
you have my permission.
they offered him a 5-year deal with a little over 7 figures per year of the 5-year deal. He was like, no, because he's kind of like Daniel Bryan that way. He might be making loads of money, but he just lives normal. Normal house.
Got all that money.
He's got all that money saved up. He's got a muscle car that he tunes up himself because he likes doing cars, and that's it. And that's just himself and Renee living in a house, happy families.
Yeah.
And he's no interest whatsoever in doing the contract. And as Wrestle Talk so aptly put it, you roll out one of the greatest tag teams in modern day area and just get the
stupidest matches.
Yeah. Now the Revival will be other guys who, like, I can totally understand. It's 100% direction because they're just like, remember before that happened, they just weren't been on at all. Do you remember there was tag matches going on? They were even on Twitter, kind of like, hey, remember we're here. We could have been in that tag match.
This is what's annoying, right? Okay, yeah, you get a guy injured, they got to take time off. And then rather than bringing them in, you're kind of like, they're injured. Well, we weren't doing anything with them anyway.
Or do some single stuff with the other guy,
Yeah,
so it'll keep the name current a little bit. Yeah. But no, you just wipe them off the planet. You bring them back and you wonder why people don't know who they are.
And you wonder why they complain that their matches are crap.
Yeah. All you need to do is let them have a little run, because the guys, you don't need to put crazy storylines into the Revival to make them impress people, because they're the bloody Revival. You just let them go out
and be their heel.
You just let them go and with their 80 heels loving fists over flips dudes, and they'll make the crowd go, and then they'll throw a guy up in the air and then they get a shatter machine in the face and everyone go, oh good God, and then the Revival are back on top.
I actually felt for Hawkins when he received that shatter machine.
Yeah. I'd imagine because I think they really popped it in because they were like, I know when we're going to get to do another one of these because I haven't won in about 8.5 months, so I'm going to make it good. Smash.
Right in the face.
But like, I mean, like, it was one of the things that I found annoying with Raw Monday as well. It was like this parade of apology. Do you know, like, yeah, Mike and Maria Kanellis showed up at the Rumble.
Oh yeah, right. She
out
did.
out of nowhere,
I forgot.
and it was Mike Kanellis and Hawkins because they used to be heads years ago.
No, it wasn't. It was Zack Ryder.
Or sorry, Zack Ryder and Hawkins. Sorry.
Don't forget, they built that up last week when Zack came in.
Oh yeah, I know that, but I mean, as in the last week or two has just been a parade of people who looked for the releases that they said no, and then let's just shove them in a match together.
You're here, so we're make sure you're staying here.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Shove them in a match together. That's it. We'll roll out Maria Kanellis at the Rumble because I don't think she's actually interested in coming back.
No, actually, Maria was the one that denied that she asked for her release papers.
Yeah, so did Mike.
That's true.
The Kanellis as a duo said it, but then there was people that went, no, there's evidence that they asked for them. They're just not being allowed them. So I'd imagine they're just.
Well, we never said that.
No.
We would never want to leave.
It's amazing. It's amazing how what I was hoping you and I get into was, it's amazing how one little shift in the wrestling industry can bring all the cracks out so quickly.
Well,
because AEW is really looking like this big shiny new mecca on top of a hill.
The thing is, it's not the first time it's happened.
No, it's not.
I mean, WCW.
Yeah, see, the problem with WCW was they were worse storylines, worse booking, and hemorrhaged money.
By the end of it, yes. But by the end of it, it had gotten into this. By the end of it, WCW and WWE had gotten into this kind of circle whereby one is pushing the other, and they keep pushing each other. So
they were actually great advertising for each other.
Yeah, but unfortunately, WCW managed to push itself just that little bit too far and jumped too many sharks.
Well, what happened was they got greedy and they started just grabbing anyone from WWE and offering them ludicrous amounts of money and contracts. Like Hogan,
without ever actually.
Like Hogan dictated when he won.
Yeah, but Hogan dictated when he won since he got in there. Now before things went swirling.
Yeah, no, but I mean, that was literally in his contract from day one. Was I'm going to win the championship pretty much instantaneously after getting in, and then I'll decide who is the guy who should take it off me.
Yeah,
which never happened.
Yeah. As I said though, it's when the Monday Night Wars kicked off, it was the same feel as they're going to have to reevaluate how they handle contracts.
Yeah.
And they're certainly going to have to reevaluate how they approach talent. Now, with Triple H discussing recently how he wants everything to be kind of almost
territories.
Yeah,
but that's because that's part of that global takeover that WWE have been trying to do, for is where it's like, we'll do territories, but all of those territories are going to be WWE.
But this is my point. It does mean that with this
you
option,
could quite feasibly go into WWE and never have to be stale because there's so many territories you can just shift around and do your little thing.
It also means that WWE are going to have to greatly expand their rosters if they want to fill up the territories.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to start changing how they negotiate with wrestlers. All of this brought on because AEW is doing a more worker-friendly approach to things.
Well, I mean, like, they're trying to do that snatch up for ages, just to, like, they've been trying to snatch everyone on the goddamn planet who wrestles up.
Yeah, except Bea Priestley, apparently.
No, she's going to AEW.
Which means I wouldn't be surprised if Will Ospreay has a couple of appearances. I know
he won't sign. Oh, he'll definitely make appearances.
Yeah.
He's not signing.
No, that's what I mean, because he's still under contract and he's still re-signing.
No, he's re-signing 100%. New Japan.
Yeah.
It's why he's been bulking up as well. He's on the way for that.
They're trying to do a
heavyweight push. Yeah. He's on the way for that heavyweight push.
Yeah, but this all leads to kind of the proof, I think, from WWE that maybe they might start be thinking of a different thing, and that's, I know it's a small thing, I know it's stupid and it's small, but when watching NXT this week and you had Io Shirai and Kairi Sane versus Marina Shafir
and Jessamine.
Thank you. Just Morrow's insistence on calling Shirai. Yeah,
I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was catchy as hell.
And it sounds like an anime show. And not trying to be racist, but considering the two of them are Japanese and they come down very costumed and in pageantry.
Oh yeah, they do. They animate a bit deliberately.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they even do the total anime thing, you know, like when they win a match or something.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
victory
yeah,
poses.
you know, or
Anyway,
yeah, whatever.
This-
It's one of those.
This is my point, right?
Or this is another one that they do a lot. Oh,
This-
no, sorry, that.
This is my point. With the women's tag team championship about to be done, you have a single belt
Mhm.
that encompasses the women's tag team
And
champions.
people got to shift around to do it.
Yeah, why not do that instead? It gives so much more prestige to something whereby every other show you have individual belts, it almost takes away.
Storyline wise, that makes a lot of sense. But the problem is if you get into separate territories, you need belts floating around those territories as well.
Do you really, or do you, just need,
do.
or do you just need a ranking system to determine who is the best on that show? And once you get a certain victories, like they did in the old WWE arcade game, the tag one,
Mm.
once you got a certain amount of victories, you're entitled to a title shot.
I could be wrong. I have a funny feeling once the tag belts roll out properly, there's going to be divisions for the tag belts starting to do it, unless it becomes like, because you're
Or
going to
it's
have this Worlds Collide thing.
Or it could be a division within all the divisions. Like I said, a floating thing that allows them to finally.
They could only do it with the women's tag division though, because there's so few women.
Maybe.
No, but like if like there's loads
Even
of
if they did,
tag teams in each division.
even if they did, right, it opens the door and sets a certain amount of precedent for the notion of. I know they keep going on about Survivor Series, the one time of the year, except all the other times when Raw and SmackDown go head to head.
No, I do agree with you. It'd be a great way. It would be great. I mean, that's why that What Culture World Cup was so good, because it wasn't one belt. It was every wrestler from around the world had a fight, and these are the 20 dudes who won those fights, and now we're going to see who's the best wrestler in the world for this year, until that happens again, which it didn't, unfortunately. But
Well, anyway, cut for time, so I suppose
Worlds
tomorrow.
Collide?
Yeah, tomorrow at least we still have to look forward to possibly seeing who is the best wrestler in the WWE Extended Universe.
Yeah.
So
Highly interested.
yeah, so
You have the Takeover music up, by the way.
I know